Sort of confident. We've got no left backs to mention really, so that's the big issue for me. But see how it's shaken up, maybe 3 at the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, excited. New start, it's a new adventure.
Yeah, it's easy going. It's only a friendly today, so it's all about fitness.
Yeah,
and it'll be good to see some of the young lads come out. To be honest, got a load of players on the youth setup in the books, so really pleased to see what's gonna come of that. To be honest.
Yeah, as you said, a lot of it's about fitness, and obviously it will take time. But are you hoping to see signs of Johannes Hoftorp's football already?
How long does he have the players? Not long, I'm guessing.
Yes, a couple of weeks, really.
A couple of weeks. So see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think by the start of the season he should have some sort of idea of how he wants to play with the squad, see what he's got available, see if he makes any sales. Yeah. So hopefully he'll be able to stick with Sarah and people like that. They don't leave the club. And maybe has a vision from that.
I'm looking forward to it. We definitely needed a change, I think, after last season. Wagner got us to the playoffs, but we sort of crawled our way along the line, especially that last game of the season, normal season against Birmingham. Thought we should have done a lot better in that game. And we needed a change of direction. Only time will tell if it was the right choice, but just glad to see where it takes us, really.
Yeah, you've mentioned the left back situation, but also the fact that Norwich do have a decent number of young players to work with. How many signings are you hoping they get over the line this summer? Do you think they need a good number, or would you be happy seeing a couple of those younger players given a chance and coming through?
I think there was that lad who played for Portsmouth last year. I forgot his name.
Kamara.
Yeah. So if he gets into the squad, that'd be great. Maybe a couple of left backs. I think we've signed a centre back so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
And then just try not to sell players. That's the way for me. Try and keep the squad one piece, and then try and get playoffs. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
The less first team players we can get rid of this summer, the better it will be for us. If we manage to get away with not selling really anyone else in the first team before the season starts, I think we've got a really good shot. I'd be happy. I wouldn't be bothered if we didn't bring anyone else in, to be honest. If we didn't lose anyone else. So it's about trying to keep the squad that we had last season as together as possible. And fingers crossed that works in our favour with the new manager.
How do you sort of look at these games in terms of the scoreline? Are you hoping to see a pretty handsome one against League One opposition, or is it just about the fitness?
Nice. We went to Cambridge, was it 2 seasons ago? Where it was 2-0, bit of a bore, but it's just nice to see the players sort of get the back, and I'm sure a lot of them sort of try for the first time to impress the new manager. So maybe they'll give us something to say. 3-0, that'd be nice.
There'll be a lot of changes today, and a lot of youth players making an appearance, I imagine. It's a League One side, they'll be up for it today, I imagine. They'll want to hit the ground running and show that they can go toe to toe with a top championship club. So I think it'll be a decent game. Not too bothered about the result, but at the very least a draw with a few goals would be nice.
It's a bit dodgy because you don't know if you're going to win or not under a new manager. Looking forward to see the style of football he's going to play and what's going to happen. So, it'll be a nice experience. Are
you expecting something very different from what you last saw from Norwich?
A better style of football, I would say. Not as defensive as we were. More attacking.
Do you think that will take time to implement, or are you expecting to see some signs already today?
Some signs of it, because he's had the players in from quite early. But you'll see it develop throughout the season and see how it happens.
Obviously there'll be a few involved today where there'll be a decent amount of transfer speculation around them. Are there any of those you're particularly worried about losing in terms of Sarah or Rowe? Or
not really, because at the end of the season, Rowe kind of fell off. And I don't really think he's expected to go to a big move. He'll be expected to stay and then leave halfway through, or But Sarah will be a big miss if he does go.
How do you view the Adamida situation? Obviously a lot of talk around him at the moment. Do you think he'd be a big loss?
Not really, because he hasn't really played as well for us as he did for Celtic on loan. So it's not really going to be a big miss.
What sort of expectations do you have sort of for the season? Are you expecting Norwich to push for promotion, or will you give Torrup a bit of time to get better?
I think we should push for promotion. The league this year is not going to be run by one team. It's up for grabs. You just got to start well.
I know score predictions are probably pretty tough in pre-season, but I'm going to ask you for one anyway, just to finish off with.
It's 3-1. to Norwich.
A bit nervous because it's the manager's first proper game, and I don't really know what sort of team he's going to pick.
Now. Are you expecting to see something sort of radically different from what you saw last season, or do you think it would take time for the new manager to?
Well, hopefully, but depending what players he's got to work with and all that.
Yeah. How much can you sort of take from a game like this, given, as you said, it's early in pre-season, there aren't all the players available, or is this just about fitness, do you think?
Well, you can't really take a lot because, as you've already said, we haven't got all the players available, and so it might be just to do with fitness,
Yeah. One of those that we might see today is Adam Eder. How do you look at that situation? Because there's a lot of talk about him. Some people desperate for him to stay, and some happy for him to leave. Where are you on that?
Well, I think I would like him to stay, but if he's not going to get a game, there's no point him sitting on the bench every week. Yeah.
Do you think Norwich maybe need to look at those sorts of assets that they can cash in on with not too much money available in the transfer market?
Well, that's basically the case, because if we haven't got a lot of money to spend, we need to get rid of somebody if we want to get anybody better than we've already got.
Yeah. If you had to pick one to keep at the club, though, out of those sort of players like Sarah and Rowe that have a lot of speculation around them, which of those would you pick? Maybe Sargent as well?
Well, I would definitely keep Sarah,
Yeah.
I'd like to keep Sargent as well.
Yeah. And I know a score prediction is probably tough at this stage of pre-season, but I'm going to ask you for one anyway, just to finish it.
Oh, crikey, I'd say 2-1.
Nice one.
Nice to see a little bit of the possession play, working with it. Still a fair bit to go. Obviously, a lot of the players still to come back. Obvious drop off in the second half with the younger lads coming on, but they still look good. Fair play to them. It was a really good performance, to be fair.
Yeah, you mentioned that sort of possession play. Were there as many signs of sort of off ball as maybe you would have liked to see going into it?
It was everything that we've seen, kind of the predicted. Left back tucking in, right back advancing. It was everything on there. Nice to see signs tucking in on that. Well, I suppose you'd call it the advanced date, but fair enough. Quite like to see that. Whether that depends on who's available going forward. But really, really, really interesting. I would love it to see with a striker rather than Fastnat up top, but fair play.
Were there any individuals that impressed you especially today?
I quite liked DJ. I thought he was fantastic CDM. He looked a real cut above, as did Fisher in the second half. Brad Hills looked composed. Where enough Duffy's learned to pass 8-yard breaking balls. We'll take it. You don't play for Brighton for nothing, I'll give him that. But like I say, really, really tidy. Montoya as well looked really, really good. So fair play to him.
What did you make of the standard of that second half and the young players that Norwich have? Obviously not all of them will play first team roles, but did that maybe show a bit the size of the gap between the 21s league and the
I think that's fair. I think there was a drop off with it, but if we're going to start seeing the same style of football throughout the club, then it's fair enough as it goes through. You want to see the 21s and the 18s and everything else. They're going to have to learn it. So get them going in with the first team and going from there.
Yeah, at this stage of pre-season, overall, pretty good showing, wasn't it?
It's a good run out. I mean, that's at this stage we've got to be seeing it as a fitness and nothing else. But nice to see Johnny come back playing with a smile on his face. Good to see Sarah out there looking class as ever. Fingers crossed we can keep them, but we know, don't we?
Run out for the boys. First half was better than the second half. Nice to see some of the youngsters coming in.
Did you?
And we'll wait and see what the season holds.
Did you feel like you could see the signs of maybe the new head coach and what's changed at all?
Not really.
Not especially, no.
But no doubt he'll stamp his mark on it as time goes on.
I mean, a lot of the boys weren't playing today, so it's difficult to really make a good assumption of it all.
Boys on the telly!
Individually, were there any sort of performances that impressed you or disappointed you at all?
Well, I say second half was disappointing because they were all youngsters. So that wasn't much of a second half, really, was it?
Yeah, so you didn't see anyone sort of in that...
I didn't see anything particularly inspiring so far.
Yeah, but presumably that's not much of a worry at this stage of pre-season, still sort of time.
It's still early days.
Still early days. We're all right, a day out, aren't we? We come out to Northampton where we've never been before.
yeah, definitely.
Brilliant result.
Excellent.
Yep.
Really nice.
I wish there was more talent. I wish there was a bit more, you know, like the new signings and stuff and that on the pitch. But I know there's obviously international.
Great first
football.
pre-season, great, you know.
Brilliant.
Great result.
Great little club as well. I really enjoyed it here today.
Northampton fans, good fans.
Yeah.
Do you think you could see the signs of the new head coach and what he's trying to, the sort of football he's trying to play already?
Hopefully we get our attacking football back.
Yeah.
Hopefully we go back into that style instead of sitting back and everything else. And,
did you feel like there were signs of that today then? That they were a bit more attacking maybe?
100%.
Yeah, but then it's hard to
more
tell.
the second half, I think. More the second half.
No, it's more hard to tell because obviously we ain't got the talent what we want out there.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see for the future.
Were there any individuals that impressed you especially today?
I couldn't tell which one.
I
can't see.
Yeah, it was quite hard to see, but it was. I think we got a bright future.